What's up, guys? Today we're going to be reacting to a video from a different perspective. Without further ado, roll the clip.
What's going on, you guys, and welcome back to A Different Perspective. If you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button for your boy. So, today's a special day, October 28th. One of my fellow Scorpios' birthday is today. Y'all, join me in wishing our girl, the queen, celebrity, a happy birthday. It's her birthday, yes. And in honor of her birthday, we're going to do a text receipt video. If y'all don't know, Celebrity posts these text receipts that couples send her on her Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. Y'all can follow her on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter at Celebrity. She has a YouTube channel as well called Celebrity Podcast. She hasn't really started posting over there yet, but I'm sure it's coming in due time. But we got a text thread here that we're about to check out. It starts off with the female saying, and I only read this first, maybe to the second page. We've got 4 pages. It starts with the female saying, "Babe." The guy responds, "Yes." She sends him back a picture. "What is the peleton for?" I'm assuming that's how that's pronounced. And the guy responds back, "It's for us, babe." The woman responds, "What do you mean for us?"
We're not even 2 minutes into the video and she already on some bull.
I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory, but anyway. So he responds back, "To work out together, what's the issue?" This is where she gets me. Check her response. She's like, "The issue is you bought a workout bike like you're saying I'm big or something. You know."
Wow. Smooth brain activity over here.
No! Girl, look. Those words didn't come out of his mouth. You asked him what the bike was for. He told you what the bike is for. And the moment he said for us to work out together should have been all you needed to see or hear, so that can change that initial thought that you had in your mind. That's what sane, logical people do. If they come up with an assumption, then they get a response before they throw out their assumption. Then usually they take back what they would have said and not said it at all. But you proceeded.
Well, that's very optimistic of you, my brother, to think she's even capable of logical or rational thought. I guess let's find out together, shall we?
You still said it anyway. She said, "The issue is you bought a workout bike like you're saying I'm big or something." Oh, man. Okay, so he responds back, "Babe, it's for both of us to get back in shape. You're tripping. I'll call you on my break." She's like, "No, I want to talk now. I had your child and this is the respect I get?" Wow, she is in her feelings. "Sure, I gained a few pounds, but you're supposed to love all of me. This is heartbreaking."
Typical overweight, self-appointed queens. Offended by everything. Ashamed of nothing.
Don't you love when someone causes issues within the relationship that doesn't even have to be there? It's a made-up issue.
I'm convinced they lack the impulse control necessary to contain themselves.
Okay. He responds back, "You had Junior 2 years ago, babe. Your mom is always helping us out. You shop all the time and hang out with your girls 3 to 4 times a week. Golly.
Completely unacceptable.
3 to 4 times a week? Is he exaggerating, or is she really spending that much time with her friends? I can see once a week, but 3 to 4 times a week? What else does she do?" All right. He continued, "You keep using our son as an excuse not to work out." Okay, I see what he's saying now, which makes a whole lot of sense. It's like, look, your mom does a great deal with helping us out with Junior. You spend so much time with your friends. How are you going to use your child as an excuse when the mom is helping out and you got all this time to be hanging out with your friends? You can cut back on hanging out with them and get your butt back in the gym. So I figure, hell, if this workout machine is at home, maybe it'll give you a little bit more of an incentive to do more in regards to getting back in shape.
Not to mention the very presence of the exercise bike at the house eliminates any potential excuses she might have came up with. It's right there. It don't matter if it's 100 degrees or if it's 10 feet of snow outside. What excuse does she really have? But that, gentlemen, is why she's so fake mad. Because with the bike being right there at the house, her excuse train is about to derail.
He continues with, I love you, and I want us both to be in better shape. You said you want honesty, right? I'm being honest. Sound like this man got a brain on him, and he knows how to use it. So, she responds back, wow, how dare you? I deserve to go out. I almost died having your son.
My fault, guys. I thought her well of excuses ran dry. But it sounds like she got a few more and a guilt trip for good measure. Sad.
Even if that's true that maybe she had some possible complications giving birth, because it happens very often. But that doesn't mean that she deserves to go out and party and gain weight and get fat and be unhealthy. Don't put those two together. That's not a sane and logical argument.
Not at all.
Okay. She says, now you want me to go back to a size 6. If you can't accept me like I am, F you then. She says, I won't be using that bike. I will work out when I'm ready. Ooh. Okay. She says, you're insensitive and selfish.
Before he passed, Godfather Kevin Samuels warned us that the calling card of a low-value woman is shaming tactics.
Him getting that bike is literally the opposite of insensitive and selfish.
Damn right. Those Peloton bikes go from anywhere from $1,500 to $3,000. Bro could have put a down payment on a car for that if he wanted to.
He's being see. This is when you can't handle the truth. This is what not being able to handle the truth looks like. If he was being selfish, he would have bought that bike from himself and told that woman she couldn't get on it. Postpartum depression is real. Is she using the excuse for postpartum depression? Postpartum depression is real. I will be staying at my mom's for the next few days. Wow. Look, I don't know if this woman actually had postpartum depression or not, but postpartum depression, I've never heard of it being something that prevented people from working out and getting back in shape. There's many women that have postpartum depression after giving birth, and they get right back in shape. I mean, whatever. The man responds back, I have PTSD. I know all about depression. You have been partying and spending money. Shit, she don't sound very depressed. She sounds like she's living her best life, just not in that gym.
Exactly.
She says, he continued, I stayed quiet, babe. Now you're mad. You can stay at your mom's, but you need to either get a job and get back in shape, or this won't work anymore. I'm tired.
So she's fat and a bum. You got her pregnant. I feel bad for you, son.
This right here, I had a buddy over last night, and he's really good at investments, and we're sitting down talking about investments and stuff. He's trying to help me set up my portfolio and whatnot. And he was talking about some of his friends that are much older than me, in their 40s and 50s, and how their wives just spend so much money because they got with successful men or whatnot. And some of them were they wasn't making no money. They were making 20, 30K a year, but now they got this wealthy man and they feel like they could just spend his money away. And we had a conversation last night about situations like this, and I told him, I'm like, yo, people will be against me when I say it, but I'm a strong believer that if any long-term relationship that I were to get into, let's say if I were to, get with a woman and we settle down and have kids, I would want my woman to do one of two things. She either is going to be that stay-at-home mother, if that's what she chooses to do, and do it correctly, or be out there in the workforce and earn some money herself. And the reason being is because I want my woman to feel as though she's living a purposeful life. Whether she's starting a business, being in the workforce, or raising our kids. I want her to feel as though she's living a purposeful life. Depending on the type of woman she is, she may want to continue to work. But the last thing I'm going to let a woman do is sit around, get fat, party, and spend my money away.
You got to protect your bottom line.
That is not going to happen. And that's what looks like is happening right here. So she responds back, tired? After 3.5 years, you're tired? You never made me work before. Now you're making demands? Fine. Then I'll see you in child support court. Wow. Don't text me anymore. Wow.
See, they can't wait to use the power of the state against you, fellas.
So quick. Once he laid down his demands, so quick was she to fight against them. That's pathetic. That is 100% pathetic. Instead of being led by this man, instead of listening to his guidance, she was ready to shut him down. When he tried to shut down her antics, what it is that she's doing, not living a purposeful life whatsoever. Fascinating. And then for her to be like, don't text me anymore, it's like, did you even love this man?
Oh, in her mind and in the mind of her friend, she caught a lick.
I feel like if she really loved and cared about this dude, she would have fought and not let it get to this point here. This is ridiculous.
No, she loved those groceries and that free roof over her head.
He responds back, okay. She's like, K, wow. Exactly. The wow should be for you. He responds, do what you gotta do. She responds, I will, and my mom got my back. He responds, ask your mom if she has a job for you and a room in her studio as well. In her little studio apartment. Ask your mom if she has a job for you and a room in her studio apartment. He's a thinker, but what were other situations and dynamics like between the two of them? How was he not able to catch this part of her, or this side of her, a lot sooner? 3.5 years they've been together. I feel like I would have picked up on something like that within the first 3 months. But anyway, y'all know what time it is. You like this video, hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Stay tuned for more. As always, you can follow Miss Daphne here on the gram and Twitter at Celebrity. Will be linked down in the description box below. You can follow your boy on the gram and Twitter at Artie Kicks. And I'm going to catch you guys in the next one. See ya.
And shout out to our brother, Different Perspective. And shout out to Miss Daphne Sutton, better known as Celebrity. What a cool play on words that is. I'm going to try to leave a link to all their socials and everything, their channels down below so you can check them out. If you do, feel free to stop by, say hi, and tell them I sent you. But yeah, he left with a great final point. What was it that this man didn't see? Because she's been a bum. Now, I get it. When he met her 3 years ago, she might have had a nice little shape to her before she got pregnant. And look, I'm not a monster. I understand. A woman's body goes through crazy changes when she's having a baby. I get it. But as he mentioned properly, it's been years since baby boy crawled up out of there and joined the rest of us out here in the real world. Which means she's been cleared to go back to the gym, if nothing more than to do calisthenics a long time ago. Especially since grandma's watched them most of the time. The real issue at play here is this woman got comfortable. She found what she thought was a provider man. She told all her friends, I'm guessing her sisters, her mom, I got me one. And I'm pregnant, which means I got a 20-year annuity payment, effectively. And she said, I can let myself go now. That's the scam, guys. It's the bait and switch. She don't work out. But she's got all the time in the world to go out and party and drink mimosas, whatever else she got time for, except for what it would take to A, strengthen the relationship, and B, do what she can do to maintain her attractiveness to the man who's paying all the bills. This is crazy, man. I'm not the only one who thinks this way. Roll the clip.
Bro, they said their kid is over 2 years old, which means it's been 700 days, over 700 days since she had that kid. It's selfish that she won't take her ass to the gym and work out. Not just for her husband, her marriage, but herself. So she have good health, so she can stay around for her husband and her child as long as possible. But she'd rather sit on her ass, watch Netflix, watch Love Island, or do whatever the fuck besides eat healthier, go to the gym, go fucking walk, and take care of yourself. That's not selfish. The person you want to spend the rest of your life with told you that it's something that they don't like about you. Can you work on that? Can you try to change that? And you making up excuses. Now, when a woman comes to a man, hey, I need you to be more loving, more affectionate. I need you to communicate better. I need you to be a better listener. All these things that y'all tell us y'all might need us to do. If we say, no, I'm good, I don't feel like doing that shit, this is just the way I am, then we're going to be selfish. You know, but when a woman says she don't want to do something that her husband want her to do, that her husband would like her to do, then it's okay. You know? In every person's story, the man is always the bad guy. Always. No matter what a woman does or don't do, it's always the man the bad guy. Every fucking time. It never fails.
That's all I got for today, fellas. That's my time. Like the video, comment down below. Share with a friend and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Never let your brother suffer in silence when the truth will set him free. Networkers, we working. Until next time.